Well, hello there, me good friends. Thanks once again for clicking on this video. I hope you're all keeping good and healthy. And I hope you all made a few bob today at Royal Ascot the first day. Because I didn't. I said in last night's video I was doing 4 lucky 15s for the week. And I was meant to put that €20 on Bow Echo. But I put it on Notable Speech in the first race. God, you're an absolute stinker. 10 Bob Tony, 50 to 1. And if you had your few quid, a good few quid on Bow Echo, your liver was coming out through your arse, I'll tell you one thing, because he barely got up. I thought Stad was going to beat him. But he got up anyway. Super horse. 5 out of 5. What a horse. 50 to 1, 10 Bob Tony. My God, there's no one. I didn't see that coming. Jesus. You're going to get that for the week, lads. You're going to get that for the week. And I have a serious each way bet tomorrow. Massive price. And he's one of the 3 horses that Richard Hughes spoke about last week. I told you this in one of my videos. He had 3 very strong fancies running as Ascot. But anyway, just to one winner. Just to one winner today at Royal Ascot. Yesterday, if you're watching this now, Wednesday. Yeah, I thought I was off to a flyer. I thought I was off to a flyer at the start with O'Brien's horse. 6 to 1. After that, nothing. Nothing even each way. Whatever. I got €8.50 back. €8.50 back off the docket. So I got over half me lucky 15 back. I should have put the 20 on Bow Echo. But anyway. We'll move on to tomorrow, the second day of Ascot. And expect some big prices again tomorrow, right? Now, a nice bit of studying done again. And like I said, I'm only going to do the lucky 15 tomorrow. That 8.50 I got back from today will go towards Saturday. I'll keep the docket. I have the docket there. So, like I said in last night's video, I started off with 80 quid. Right, the first race in Ascot tomorrow, Wednesday, is the 2:30. And I fancy number 7 to win it. Number 27, sorry. Right down the bottom, Wild Blossom. James Doyle and Carol Burke. He should be said 6 to 1. Yeah, 6 to 1. Now I'll give you my nap at the end of the video. Or somewhere near the end of the video. I also fancy in the first race an each way bet on number 4. Which is Bint Archive. Bint Archange. Number 4 anyway. He's 40 to 1 each way. Right, that's the first race at Ascot. The second race to 305. I hope some of you made a few bob today, lads. I think it was Johnny Hunter in the comments. Said he backed Noble Speech. I think it was bet 365 and they were given half the stake back. So lads, look, you don't have to back the horses I'm giving. They're just my fancies. Back your own horses if you want to. Especially at meetings like this. But we're going to hit that big lucky 15, I'm telling you now, we're going to hit it. In the 305, I just don't fancy the favourite for some reason. So I went for number 4, Limestone, for Joseph O'Brien. And Dylan Brown is back riding again. I don't think he had any rides today. So that's number 4 in the 305, Limestone. He's 130. The third race tomorrow at Royal Ascot is the 340. Now this is one of the ones in my each way lucky 15 for tomorrow, Wednesday the 17th. I'll stick up the docket now in a minute again. Yeah, number 12. All these races, lads, are handicaps. They're lotteries. Absolute lotteries. You have to be fair about it. There's no tipsters out there giving kind of winners. I know a few lads tipped the same horse that I did last night. Aidan O'Brien's horse. But anyway, number 12 in the 340 is Contiki. Contiki Fried Chicken. They're cousins. Billy Loughnane for Jane Chapel Hyde. Jeez, it'd be 141 grand. Be the holy Saint Mackerel. Imagine winning that much, 141 grand. The way I am now, hey. Imagine winning a fucking grand. But number 12 is 8 to 1. I have him down here as 10 to 1, so he must be someone throwing a few bob on him somewhere. The 4th race at Royal Ascot. The 4th race at Royal Ascot is probably the best of the day if you're a favourite backer. I can't see Darius beating Omdurman. Omdurman? I can never fucking pronounce these names. Yeah, Ombudsman. We'll just call him fucking Ombudsman. He's 11 to 8 favours. And this lad can do it from the front. He can come from behind. You like myself. But anyway, I can't see past him in the 420. That's the Prince of Wales Stakes. Be the holy Saint Mackerel, 567 grand. Whoa, baby. The 5th race is the 5 bells, the 5 o'clock. Now I've gone for 2 horses in the last 3 races. So the 5 o'clock, I've gone for number 25. Now, remember Paddy Power is paying 7 places in this race. Now, they don't fucking tell you that in the booking office. I found that tonight. I found out that tonight. Speak properly, Kenny. I found out watching a Paddy Power podcast on YouTube. 7 places. They don't tell you that in the bookies, lads. But anyway, number 25. I went through all the form. It's so hard to go through 30 horses, like. You can't go through, you just can't. You can't go through every single horse, all their form. But I came up with Classic, number 25, Classic. Pat Dobbs riding for Richard Hannon. And number 25 is 11 to 1. Good little each way bet. And then I went for a big price in the same race, number 5. These horses, they can come in, lads, they can come in. And there's a lot of people talking about this horse. And the jockey, Ryan Moore's son, Toby Moore. Drawn 11. Number 5 is Excellent Believe. Toby Moore for Jack Channon. I'll explain to you someday. Well, I can't fucking talk properly. I'll explain why. But he's 33 to 1. Right? Now the 6th race is the 5:35. I'll get on to me lucky 15 in a few minutes and me big nap. Me big nap for tomorrow. The 5:35, I went for number 8, Radiant Beauty. Ryan Moore for James Owen. And he's 9 to 1. I also went for number 20 in the same race, Song and Dance, Safi Osborne for SP Woods. Draw 19. Yeah, all the high draws seem to be working, lads. And number 20, that's 8 and 20 in the same race. Number 20 is 16 to 1. Okay. Last race, the 6:10 at Royal Ascot. Yeah, I give it a 305. Number 4, he'll win. I give you Omnis Man in the 420. He'll win. And I'm going for 2 in the last race. The first one I think will definitely win. The first horse, my first pick, sorry. Now you don't have to back these, remember. In the 6:10 at Ascot is number 20. Controller. David Egan for Robson something. Number 20 in the 6:10. You should know his second favourite. 4 to 1 second favourites. And I also went for number 14 in the same race. Now I'm going to stick up my lucky 15 on the video now in 1 second. I went for number 14 in the same race, the 6:10. Our Boy Bailey. Now this horse of good form. A lot of these have only had the one run. 25 runners again. 6 furlongs. You have a great draw in 21. You have a great draw in 21. Shane Foley for Jessica Harrington. Stables in Savage Farm, lads. And number 14 is 33 to 1. 14 minutes in. So that's my fancies for tomorrow, right? Now I'm going to stick up my docket to show you my lucky 15 I done for tomorrow. It's an each way one again, because I think you want to be mental to do a straight each way lucky 15 at Royal Ascot. So in the first race to 2:30 I went for Bint Archange, whatever the fuck they call him. He's number 4, 40 to 1. My second horse in the each way lucky 15 is in the 3:40. Contiki, 10 to 1. My third horse in the each way lucky 15 is in the 5 o'clock. Classic, 11 to 1. I never took prices on the 2 of those for some reason, because I think they'll go a bit bigger. And the last horse in my each way lucky 15 for tomorrow, Wednesday, the second day at Royal Ascot, is in the 5:35. And he's number 8. Radiant Beauty. Radiant Beauty. Let me just check and see he's still the same price. I'm at to go to editing now in a minute after finishing this video, because I don't think I'm after doing too much all them fucking noises. As far as I know, I'm not. I probably does it, you know, I do it alone to myself. But anyway, Radiant Beauty should be still 8-1. You're at the 610, you fucking nut job. Go back to this 525, 535. Yeah, still 8-1. So that's me each way lucky 15 for tomorrow. And my nap for tomorrow, right? My each way nap for tomorrow is number 4 in the first race. I have to mention him twice, and he's in my docket. Right? The Richard Hughes horse. Now, why can't I pronounce him properly? Bint Archange. Bint Archange. Hector Crouch for Richard Hughes. He's number 4 anyway. He's 40-1. That's my each way nap for tomorrow. Forget about the favourites. Right. They're my bets for tomorrow, people. I'll stick up that docket in a minute and show you that I'm still sticking to my lucky 15 every day. Hopefully some of you won a few quid today, because it's hard. Jesus. Everybody seems to love the first day of Royal Ascot. That was a tough day's racing. A tough day's racing. There's only a couple of fancied horses came in. But tomorrow's going to be the same. Tomorrow, I don't think there's an easy day this week at Royal Ascot. But with all these, I'm just looking at the first race there in front of me, the 2:30. 28 runners. We might strike it, lads. We might end up hitting it. We might get that lucky 15. You never know. Even 3 winners would be lovely. Look, I'll leave it at that. Thanks a million if you watched the whole video. It means a lot. Thanks for the subs, the comments. Most of all, stay healthy and fit. Look after yourself. Gamble only what you can afford. Gamble responsibly, okay? Never chase for money. Now, if I went back 20 years ago and I got them kind of results I got today, 35 quid minus 850 I got back 26.50. I was down. If that was 20 years ago when I was a heavy gambler, I would have raced up to the bookies to try and win that back, and then you lose more. So never ever chase your money, my friends. Do what I said last night. Do small bets. Do your lucky 15 each way, your lucky 31, your Heinz, whatever way you want to do it. Small bets, and you could make big money. That's the way it works. Like, imagine, I can guarantee you there were certain lads on the track had 15, 20, 40,000 a notable speech today in the first race. And he finished fucking 6th or something. I said it in last night's video, he doesn't like Royal Ascot. And still I backed him. I should have backed him Boeco. My fault. Me bad. My bad. Look, you can't get them all. We'll never get them all. But we'll keep trying. We'll keep trying, stick together. If you fancy horses for tomorrow, put them in the comments and let me know. Don't be afraid to, let me know. Good night and God bless for now, okay? That's all I'm going to say. I'll speak to you again tomorrow night, and hopefully that lucky 15 will come up and the first winner will be the 40 to 1 shot. That's my each way nap for tomorrow. I'm not going to try and mention his name again. Good night and God bless. Thanks a million for watching. Kenny from Tipperary, over and out. Love you all.